If you really want to understand a sector, you got to go where it is happening. When we started Regen 1, the biggest problem is how do you deal with that 99%? Those farmers that are conventional producers that you want to transition to regenerative. And right away, very early in the journey, we met Kerry Crum in the Central Valley, America's breadbasket. And the first thing he said to me is, this regenerative thing, I'm doing it every day. I'm going to just tell you right now, are you going to pay these guys more money? Are they going to get a premium?
Exactly.
And so we've forged a really strong relationship, and I'm so grateful for all the time you've dedicated to the work that we're doing. And Kerry's going to talk a little bit about that 99% and what you're doing in the Central Valley.
Perfect. Thank you very much. My name is Kerry Crum, as Douglas said. I'm a regenerative agricultural consultant based in Fresno, California. Recently, I've been asked to lead an international global consulting company in California called Agritechnovation. They're based in South Africa. They have a lot of unique tools. They're bridging ag tech and regenerative agriculture and soil health and plant fertility all together. So today, my talk is a passion for change. I'm here today, as Douglas mentioned, as an invitation by Michael Bacher. And I do regenerative agriculture on the ground every single day. That's what I do. That's my passion. Okay, so I have a question for each of you, and I want to show of hands, and I want you to raise your hands high. How many in this room eat organic produce? Okay, everybody look around. Okay, put your hands down. As Douglas mentioned, organic agriculture, after 40 years of certification in the United States of America, represents less than 1% of all the land in the United States. I chose to spend my time transitioning growers in the 99%, because if we're going to move the needle, we have to move it big. We cannot move it in the 1% category. I applaud your efforts, but it's not where the change is. This is the great San Joaquin Valley in California. This is my playground. I spend my days driving 200 miles a day up and down there, meeting growers where they're at, and helping them understand what regenerative agriculture is and why they should use these principles in their operations. It's not easy work. These are my guys. Each of these growers represent thousands of acres. And when I first came about meeting them, they thought I was absolutely crazy, right? So my job is getting these guys to do crazy things. They do it not because they're getting more money. They do it because it makes good sense to their operation. And my goal in life is to try to get them rewarded for these practices, not just the conversation of things they should do. In the next couple of days, you guys are going to talk about a lot of thought leaders about, they're all big ideas, right? Regenerative this, regenerative that. But I want you to understand that it's those people that have to make the change, and they need convincing, and it is a difficult job. You're dealing with farmers that have a lot of tradition and don't want to change. Michael came to the Central Valley last year on quite a few Fridays. He spent a couple with me. He came out and visited our growers, and he talked about their challenges. They don't have any water. They're being regulated out of business. Their lack of profits. They have no labor, and they have buyers that are putting more and more requirements to provide them with less and less economic support. So these guys need support. These are the almond orchards that I work with. Up in the corner here, this is what 85% of all almond orchards look like in California. Almonds are the #1 produced crop in California. They have about 1.3 million acres are devoted to that crop, and they produce 80% of all the worldwide production. The other 3 pictures these are orchards that I work with. This is where the change happens. These orchards are biodiverse. They are reducing their inputs. They are using less water. They are sequestering carbon like nobody's business. This is the change. Again, 80% of the world's almonds come from California. That's my playground. That's where I work. Today I brought you some almonds that you're going to get to eat in the break. This man, his name is Dino Giacomazzi. His family were dairymen for a long time, and since 1896 in California. They transitioned to almonds the last 5 years, and he farms about 1,000 acres. He's a nationally recognized farmer. He's been won the Leopold Conservation Award, and it's the highest award that you can get as a farmer for conservation practices. This person you may recognize. Emily came with Michael. She was so enthused with regenerative almonds that she wanted to be at one with them. Can crazy ideas change the world? I believe they can. And I ask each of you to come and take the battle with me, right? Follow me on LinkedIn. I post weekly about my work out in California. And the question was raised by Michael, can each of you do something to change the world? You can. You can support farmers to do this change. I'm Kerry Crum. Thank you.